So good morning, everybody. Thank you again for coming today. It's an exciting day for all of us here in the Lebanon Valley to share with you the news of the Travel Adventure television series that's coming. As head of tourism in the county, every day I'm excited about what we have to offer here to visitors and residents alike. So that makes this announcement particularly exciting for me, because with this show coming here, I've just been handed a megaphone to reach out to the entire world and proclaim the merits of our county. We have so much more than anybody realizes. We have natural beauty, miles of rail trail, arts galore, and we're particularly rich in American history. And as we prepare to welcome the series, I'm just so grateful to have this team standing beside me. And without this team, we wouldn't be able to pull this off. So to introduce everybody, we've had the support of Mayor Sherry Capello, the City of Lebanon, Dan Wright, Police Chief, City of Lebanon. We have the Community of Lebanon Association, Greg Burkall, and Greg Buckler, who is the President of the Lebanon Valley Chamber of Commerce. Also supporting this effort is the President of the Economic Development Corporation, Susan Everly. In other good news, we also are entertaining new companies to come in and purchase land and expand their facilities in our area. It just keeps getting better for us here in the Lebanon Valley. Also, I need to thank our sponsors, because without the sponsors, we wouldn't be able to pull off this one-day event that's happening in the fall, which Mayor will tell us about. Of course, Click Lewis, you see, they've donated this beautiful vehicle. Blow Signs has wrapped it for us. And we have our presenting sponsors, the Foundry Craft Grillery, Brenda Miller of Remax Cornerstone, Fulton Bank, and the Lebanon Career and Technology Center. And that's, while I'm excited about all of our sponsors, something really fascinating that we're doing, and I don't think any other city is doing in the Fireball Run, is to have the students preparing the food, printing the graphics, and being as hands-on as possible. And I think that's just something that makes our county a little bit more unique. We also have the full, wholehearted support of all three county commissioners. Commissioner Joellen Litz is here today. Thank you for your support. And while Commissioners Phillips and Ames couldn't make it today, they did call to wish us well. And now I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Capello for all the details which you're eagerly awaiting.
Thank you, Laura. Well, good morning, and I welcome you to the Lebanon community. As Mayor of Lebanon, the place to grow, I am pleased to take a moment to share some economic successes with you. In keeping with this tradition of progress, the city just approved a business improvement district to be established in our central business area, which is an effective tool for revitalization and management of the downtown. We will be able to focus additional resources in this area to enable us to be more competitive with other downtowns in our region. It's an exciting time to be a part of the Lebanon community, with several new business startups like Snitz Creek Brewery, Hidden Still Spirits, the first craft distillery since Prohibition, the Foundry, a higher-end craft grillery, and Brushstrokes on Canvas, a paint and sip studio, who are just beginning their journeys, to some well-established features like Works Candies, a former Dirtiest Job with Mike Rowe, a decade-long award-winning Italian restaurant, Trattoria Fratelli, oven-baked Shuey's pretzels, and our famous Van Winkle Opera Fudge. Private sector investment in our city continues, and a range of projects promise to make our city more exciting and livable. Moving on to our primary reason for being here today. For the past 10 years, the Fireball Run has sought out little-known destinations to feature. Each season, 8 destinations are selected for series inclusion based on economic vitality, quality of life, uniqueness, story content, and audience interest. Through a partnership with Child Rescue Network, each team is tasked with distributing posters along the 8-day rally route. Since 2007, the Events Awareness Campaign has aided in the recovery of 47 missing children. On the afternoon of Tuesday, September 27th, the Lebanon Valley will welcome the Fireball Run teams to our community. While here, the 40 to 50 teams will have 2 hours to work to solve trivia and complete missions at 7 different locations within our county. Afterwards, the finish line and community celebration will occur on 8th Street in downtown Lebanon. We invite the public to join us. You'll have an opportunity to meet teams, view exotic vehicles, and meet celebrities. As part of the community-wide celebration, we'll have a car show, live music, and artwork by area students. It will be a true celebration to showcase our community pride to the world. Teams and production will be staying overnight in our community, and on the morning of Wednesday, September 28th, we will have a send-off celebration at 9 a.m. in downtown Annville. Again, please mark your calendars to join us as we send the teams on their journey to their next destination. At this time, I would like to introduce Heidi Alonso from Fireball Run. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Fireballers, start your engines! Fireballers, do your vehicle!
Fireballers, get to your vehicle!
On September 23rd, 40 rally teams will compete in a 2,000-mile life-size trivia game. To win, they'll take the road less traveled on an epic quest for America's most obscure places and historic artifacts. Fireballers don't just drive America, they get exclusive access to it. They hold the world's rarest objects, experience the unfathomable, and embark upon forbidden places. This isn't a rally, it's an adventure rally. And it's all just for bragging rights, with greater cars, and a plastic road sign. Only true adventurers need apply. Now,
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for coming today. My name is Heidi Alonso. I'm a media and integration producer with the Fireball Run, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my journey with the Fireball Run Adventure Rally series. First of all, thanks to Lebanon Valley for having us this week. The rest of my crew is actually out filming. We need to get that great footage of your area to make sure that the show really fosters and promotes tourism to this area. And that's really the bottom line of the show. We want everyone to know about the rare gem that Lebanon Valley is and the incredible historic artifacts and rare and epic moments that the Fireballers will be having once they are here. So back in 2014, I was actually a competitor with the Fireball Run. So I've done this game, and we won in the luxury car division. My bosses at the time decided to take a Mercedes-Benz AMG Rentec 800 horsepower sedan on the rally. We were the sleeper vehicle. Everyone just thought we were a luxury sedan, but we had 800 horses under the hood. So we won in luxury, so it was really nice. So 2014, the theme was the America's Frontier, and we went from Frisco, Texas to Independence, Missouri. Every year the destinations change and the theme changed for the Fireball Run. There were two cities that I want to talk about that were really impressive. First off, I never knew that Bentonville, Arkansas would be on my bucket list. I'm sure many of you know Bentonville because it's the headquarters of Walmart. But nestled in a forest is the Museum of American Art called Crystal Bridges. And it's one of the most amazing, most impressive museums of American art that I've ever seen. And I had never heard of it until the Fireball Run took us there for an epic experience. I was really impressed with the hospitality of the people in Enid, Oklahoma. It was such a wonderful town, and they welcomed us so nicely. And I actually got to sing on stage at the Enid Symphony Center, accompanied by one of the renowned pianists from their orchestra. So that I thought I would never do in my life, sing in a symphony center. So that was really amazing. And that was one of the Fireball Run activities for the day. In 2015, I came back. I was so impressed being a competitor, and I really loved the missing kids aspect, and also that the show is really about promoting tourism to the areas. So I, as a marketer in the travel and motorsports sector, I really put my two loves together. I love travel, I love cars. So what better company to join than an adventure rally? So that was pretty amazing. So in 2015, I joined as a marketer for the space race. And we went from Hartford, Connecticut to the Space Coast of Florida. I was actually born in Cocoa Beach, so it was really special for me to be there. Two things I want to mention. We actually sat in John F. Kennedy's presidential helicopter in Fort Eustis, Virginia. It's a transportation museum that they have there, and the public would never know that this helicopter is there, I don't think. The Fort Eustis doesn't really promote itself in that fashion to the public. So to be able to go and see the museum, first off, but then also to sit in JFK's presidential helicopter was quite amazing. And all the fireballers got these epic experiences while we were there in Virginia. Williamsburg was actually one of these stops that year. The other experience I want to talk about is the lunar rover at the Kennedy Space Center in Cocoa Beach. We actually got to drive the lunar rover. Only astronauts get to drive the lunar rover. There are two of them. One of them is at KSC, and it was designed for training the astronauts so that when they went to the moon, the lunar rover that was there, they could actually drive it and know how to use it when they were on their mission. So there's only two in the world. Well, and I guess in the galaxy, because one is on the moon. We got to actually drive one of them at the Kennedy Space Center. So through these epic experiences, Fireball Run can really tell the story of a destination in a way that's unique to the Fireball Run show. For 2016, we're so excited. It's the 10th anniversary edition, and we're going to continue the mission of offering the Fireballers all of these incredible experiences, and that way we tell the story of your destination. A little bit about the destinations that we will be visiting in the 2016 journey. We start on September 23rd, and we end on October 1st. We start off in Western New York. There's 3 destinations that we're focusing on there. Ellicottville, which is a ski town, also Seneca and Salamanca, which is an Indian area, the Seneca Indians, and also Wellsville. And there is like amazing treats in Western New York that we had no idea were there. Next we go to Star Hill Vineyard and Winery, and that's in Curwensville, Clearfield, and Du Bois, Pennsylvania. Then we were in Cumberland actually last week, and that's the 3rd destination in the rally. We were filming there. That's Allegheny County in Maryland. Then we come here, the 4th destination, Lebanon Valley. Then we're off to Dutchess County, New York, Poughkeepsie. We'll be there filming next week. Then Southern Saratoga County in New York. And then finally, the grand finale is Amesbury in Massachusetts. And Amesbury is a gorgeous little town about 2 hours north of Boston that I had actually never heard of in all of my travels. So it's amazing that we get to highlight that destination as well. If you can tell your audience to definitely follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And then to watch the show, you can easily find it on fireballrun.com. And if you want more information about the destinations we've been to in the past, and also direct your audiences to watch the past episodes there, it's fireballrun.com. Again, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate your time, and we're having a wonderful. Each fireballer is given a mission envelope. Inside that envelope is 3 or 4 pages of trivia. Once they solve the trivia, it leads them to their next destination, which is their lunch stop. After lunch, they get another envelope. They may get 4 or 5 or maybe 6 envelopes per day, filled with trivia that they must solve. Once they solve the trivia after lunch, that leads them then to their next destination. Eventually, they will make it to this area. Once they arrive, they have missions that they must accomplish.
2 hours.
Yes. So they have a certain time window. They are timed, but if they get there too early, they're actually penalized. So the point is not to speed. It is a rally, and we're all in vehicles, sometimes hot vehicles like McLarens and Camaros and Mustangs and such. Lamborghinis and Bentleys and Maseratis. But the point is not to speed. They're actually monitored by a GPS Amber Alert system that sends us a text that lets us know, the production, that they've been speeding. And they lose points for the day, and they could lose all their points for the day if they speed. So once they get to the destination, they must have, they solve the clue, and then they go on a mission, and they get points for doing that mission or activity. All of those missions are secret at this point because we are playing a game. So you know that we're filming in your area, but we can't really tell you more than that, because if we did, these fireballers are really good at going on social media and scouring all the posts and figuring out what the activities are and what the locations are, and then that kind of ruins the game. So we don't want them to cheat. So we're keeping all the missions secret. Once they arrive to the destination, there is a red carpet finish. We film all this for live streaming on the fireballrun.com website, and then we put all the live stream on YouTube so you can watch it later. So everyone at home, your friends and family, encourage them to watch the live stream each day on fireballrun.com. During the red carpet finish, we have 2 live hosts, and that's all filmed, and we interview each of the fireballers on how their day went. So they talk about, did they go shopping for the charity of choice, what activities they did in the missions on the way there, and then we party, which is a really good part.
Well, before we get to the party, we should mention that there will be a local charity chosen here. It hasn't been chosen yet. We have to select 5 charities that donate specifically to children here in our community. One of them will be chosen, and they will also reap the benefits of our show.
All of the fireballers are encouraged to donate to the charity of choice to benefit children, and we've seen everything from laptops donated, diapers, thermometers, toys, books, anything that charity needs. They just kind of give us a list, and we tell the fireballers go shopping. And the really great part last year was a woman in a McLaren showed up with 3 strollers. And we're like, where'd you fit 3 baby strollers in a McLaren? It's a 2-door vehicle. Well, she got one of the other fireballers that had a Tahoe, and she made them carry it for her. So these are great charitable people. They can't wait to come to the community, and we want to leave the destination better than when we arrived. And if we can donate to a children's charity, then we've accomplished our mission. Then the following morning, we have a green flag send-off as well. It will be in Annville.
Yep.
And we'll film that as well on the live stream. We'll interview the fireballers again. They'll kick off their day. Mayor will send us off. We'll get a police escort, and we're on our way to the next destination.
Have people signed up? Can you tell us who might be visiting our area?
We will be announcing the celebrity teams in a couple of months. The other teams have not been announced yet. Yes, they have all mostly signed up. What we do on our website is we put every team on there. So we're waiting for them to select their photo, tell us who will be on their team. We assign the team number, we assign their missing child, and then we develop the page on the website that has every team featured. And then you can go on that page and you can vote for the team that you want to vote for. We know who you're going to be voting for.
That's right. Now that they'll see it, maybe more people will enter to drive that vehicle in the 10-day Fireball Run.
And we had a second team. We had the Benz, but then we also put 2 jet dragster drivers in a Corvette Stingray. It was, really, he had just received the vehicle. He had taken delivery of it a month before the Fireball Run. It was Laguna Blue. Those girls got a lot of looks. First, because they're jet dragster drivers for a living, they drag race, but also because they had a super hot Stingray Corvette.
How did you connect with Lebanon County? Can you share any of that process?
Yeah, so our executive producer goes through that selection process, but the criteria are economic vitality, fostering tourism, the attractions themselves, and you could probably speak a little bit more about that.
Yes, when we received the call that we were being considered, we had quite a long telephone conversation, and Jay moves very quickly. And the next morning, I think was it a Saturday morning, Joe? We managed to pull it together, and we FaceTimed with him for about an hour. There's a lot of FaceTiming involved in this process. We sent them bologna, which I think it sealed the deal.
Yes.
And some Snitch Creek. I forget what else. Did you eat any of that stuff? Or did somebody hoard it?
I work with all men mostly, so you know they eat everything.
So we sent them a box of a lot of our goodies here and tried to represent ourselves. I think some information about economic development here. Photos of the mayor doing jumping jacks. I think that was what sealed the deal, really. We had all of the county commissioners go out to some of our interesting places. I think we took photos at Snitz Creek. Commissioner Litz was out at the Union Canal Tunnel. We tried to showcase our personality, and they ended up coming to visit for a week in January. They really liked what we had to show them. What I'm particularly excited about is that this is countywide. And I better be careful here not to get specifics, but it's from that side to that side to that side to that side, and everywhere in between. So we have downtown Lebanon featured, we have Annville, and I'm fired up about it. I think this is a good thing for everybody. So I think that there's going to be a big community block party on South 8th Street.
Yep.
We're hoping to have an art show and a car show and really get people involved from all parts of the county. The CTC students will be preparing our meal that day for the gala, I suppose you would call it, the end celebration, the party. They're also designing, we have to send out city pins and t-shirts, and with the guidance of Level 11 marketing, the CTC also will be designing these graphics for us. We're really excited to have the students involved.
So it's basically, it starts off as a car show. So we park all the cars in order.
Okay.
The fireballers kind of trickle in after breakfast. We park them in a particular order, SUVs and huge vehicles more towards the back. That way we showcase the smaller sports cars in the front. There are some legacy teams, and once you've won Fireball Run multiple times, you get the prime spot in the front. That could be a Ferrari or a McLaren, based on the team that won last year. So probably the hottest, most expensive sports car. They are smart ladies, so they happen to win multiple years. They're really good at solving that trivia. So that car will be in the front. And then it turns into a parade as we exit out. But we encourage the public to come out and hang out with us and, you know, take pictures and talk with the fireballers, and it turns into a car show.
The Fireball Run teams, will be coming into town on Tuesday, September 27th, after lunch, so I'm guessing around 1. And they'll be staying overnight here and leaving town, the Annville area, Wednesday, September 28th, around 9 a.m.